What's going on, guys? It's been a while on a video. I'm sorry about that. I got kind of busy, through the end of July, beginning of August. I was gone for some training. Got back, planned on doing some videos. Realized I didn't have a camera to use anymore. I'd been bumming my roommate's camera for a while. You guys know that, so yeah. His dad needed it back to use it for the stores and stuff. So no more camera, no more videos. But hey, I got a new camera now, obviously. I just came in the mail yesterday, so I got it all set up and we're ready to go. I had a lot to take you guys through real quick. I'll start with backtracking all the way back to the end of July. Training at the end of July went well. Weight loss was still pretty steady, and the beginning of August hit. About 20 days training with the National Guard, during which I wasn't really able to dictate what I was eating. I took some tuna and protein and stuff like that with me, so I could hit my protein numbers at least. But aside from my protein numbers, I wasn't really able to track anything. So that kind of sucked. I didn't really get to work out. I did PT a couple times. I lifted twice over that time period. Nothing. No set program lifting, just to get in the gym a little bit. I got back and the next morning classes started, so that was rough. The first week getting into it was just, I was going to the gym that first week on a typical bodybuilding split. I was in there 5 or 6 days, one body part a day, in and out. Just the shit you'd see in a magazine, to be honest. And it felt good. It was good to get back in the gym and start getting my times down, and I had to deal with all kinds of shit, man. I had to deal with, I have to go to PT again, so I'm getting up at 5 in the morning again. I changed my major. I had to change my major because I found out that I was at risk of not commissioning if I didn't graduate by May. So I switched that shit so I could graduate on time, because I'm not trying to spend all this time in ROTC and not commission. So the major's been changed again, just some bullshit basically, so I can commission. Sorry for the cussing. I'm sorry. It's bad. And then I kind of just was thinking about it and realized that it's difficult for me to gauge my own progress as far as when to cut macros and stuff like that. So I decided to take a lot of the guesswork out of it for myself and hire a contest prep coach. A buddy of mine, Lance, who I'll annotate his page in the comment section below just so you guys can check Lance out here on YouTube. He told me to check out his coach. He speaks so highly of him, and Lance and I have the same views on training and dieting, so I like that. So I was like, yeah, I'll check it out. So he sent me to Bullseye Fitness, run by a man named Jeff Jones. Real good guy from what I can tell so far, and Lance was right, man. I talked to Jeff a little bit back and forth, realized that our views really lined up, and I liked the ideas that Jeff had, so I went with it. I jumped in for a couple months up front here just to make sure everything was working well, and as I can see so far, it's going to be awesome, and I don't see why this won't be a very long-term thing. So Jeff switched a bunch of my stuff around, which started last week, and this is about the end of the second week of it, so do a quick rundown of that for you guys. But basically, he changed my macros a little bit, so what I'm sitting at macro-wise right now, 275 carb, 65 fat, 215 protein. So the protein took a little bit of a drop, the carbs took a little bit of an increase. It's not bad. I like it so far. The first week weight loss was great. A couple pounds that first week. This week my weight's been all over the place, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. I'm gonna shoot him the numbers at the end of the week and see what he says. I've been up as much as 2 pounds and back down and up and down, and I don't know, it's weird. My weight usually doesn't fluctuate like that, so I don't know. Talk to him tomorrow or Sunday and see what he says. Might need to add a little bit more cardio. The only cardio he has me doing is with PT in the mornings, and it's kind of shaky whether that's good or not, so might throw something else in. As far as my strength training goes, the strength training is where I'm loving this so far. I'm loving working with him so far. he basically has me running a variation of Beyond 531. For any of you guys that checked out that book, if you haven't checked out that book, I really, really recommend it, especially if you're interested in getting stronger and gaining strength long term. Not just like real quick strength. I'm talking like the next couple years hitting PR after PR over time. So, yeah, he has me on a variation of 531. It's a 4-day-a-week training split. I can kind of do those days however I want as long as I don't do more than 2 days back to back. So what I'm trying to settle into is a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday training routine. The first week that didn't happen. It was Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. This week that didn't happen. It's Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. And next week it'll be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, because I have some stuff going on next weekend. So yeah, I like it though because it's flexible. I can move it around. It works really well. Being at school and working and military and everything, it's nice. So the way it works is day 1 and day 3 have the same two primary exercises, and likewise for day 2 and day 4. Days 1 and 3 start with it's squat and bench press focused, and days 2 and 4 are deadlift and overhead press focused. What you do on these days is he took my actual 1 rep max, like the most I've done in the last month or so on these exercises, and took 85% of that and made that my training max. So for example, on bench press, my max is about 300, so he put my training max at 250. I did that with each of the 4 major exercises. From there, that's your training max. Every workout for those main exercises is worked around, really slowly working up in about 10% increments on your warm-up sets, and then hitting that training max. The goal is to go for a PR set, so it's to hit that training max for as many reps as possible. Some days it's a PR, some days it's not. Some days I don't feel like it. I'm dead and I back off a little bit, and I might only do a couple reps or do 1 rep. But that's how this program's built. And then if you're feeling awesome after that training set, you throw in some joker sets, which means you increase the weight above your training max 5%, 10%, 15%, and do a rep or 2 at each of those, and just build your way up and see how strong you are that day. Then after, whether you do the joker sets or not, if you don't, definitely drop down and do some back off sets. If you do the joker sets, you can, but it just, how I'm feeling is how I'm gauging it. So the back off sets, I do at 70 or 75% of my training max. And with those, I might try to bust out like 3 sets of 9 or 3 sets of 10 or 5 sets of 4, or just whatever I'm feeling, like whatever I feel like I can do just to get that work in. And then each day has 2 accessory moves, and they vary each day. They're nothing crazy, like the first day it's some weighted pull-ups and weighted dips. Second day it's good mornings and ab rollouts, like nothing crazy, just a couple sets. Accessory work shouldn't take a lot of thought. That's one thing I've gathered from reading through 531 a little bit, or Beyond 531, I'm sorry, is that your accessory work should really take a backseat to your primary movers. So that's what I've been doing, and I'll tell you guys, that shoulder pain that I had before and the bicep tendon pain and stuff, it's pretty much gone. And I think that comes a lot from really, really cutting down the volume on my chest and shoulders. So with that decreased volume, I'm able to hit the primary exercises really hard, but then I'm giving my body enough time to rest. So it seems to be working out really well. The only thing that varies in this program is the second time I do deadlifts this week, he's having me just do dynamic work. And the last day, that second day when I'm doing the dynamic work in deads, there's some extra accessory stuff. Like instead of just 2 exercises, like there's like 6 more I can choose from. And I can do them all if I want. I can do none. I can do 1. Just whatever I'm feeling like. So I'm really liking it so far. The way him and I are talking as far as like an actual show goes, he thinks my best route is to take as long as possible, even from now. So what we're looking at is, I'd say 22 to 24 weeks from right now. I'm working on trying to find a show that fits that time frame, but that's what I'm going to say is 22 to 24 weeks out. I'm still sitting at 197 pounds ish, up or down a pound or two, pound and a half or two. Shit's crazy right now. I don't know what's going on, but as low as 195, as high as 198, just whatever. But yeah, so we're gonna pick in a show, and then we're just gonna cut the weight slowly. Really focus on maintaining my strength all the way through. Hopefully keeping my calorie intake as high as possible because I like to eat. So we'll see. That's about it for now, guys. Just wanted to let you know I'm still alive. I'm still here. I'll be in the gym later today, so I'll get some footage of that. I have this new camera, so expect footage a lot. I'm gonna try to overload my YouTube page, my Facebook, my Twitter, whatever, with footage. So for like the 5 of you guys that watch this, hopefully you enjoy it. If you have any questions, let me know. Like it, subscribe, do that whole thing. And I'll try to make the videos a lot more entertaining and get back into the gym and get you guys a lot of footage in the gym because I'm starting to move some good weight. Bring you guys along for the ride so you can see it. Later, guys.